What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 8 and do a discussion about a possible big time jump and the Whispers being introduced. We'll talk about some comic stuff, where the show might go based on the comics, so if you don't want to know that, stop watching now. Spoiler warning, obviously, as I don't want to ruin it for you, but here we go. Now, the comics, we're going to be set into the All Out War storyline. There's Part 1 and Part 2. Season 8 starts filming at the first week of May, so they're not there yet. But All Out War storyline started in the Season 7 finale. They took a couple things from a couple different issues, but basically All Out War is 2 parts, and I'm excited for it to be on the show, but it should not eat up the entire Season 8 based on the comics. So right here, it's 12 issues. And so if it's 12 issues and they already took a couple things in the Season 7 finale, that would be about 12, maybe 13 episodes. That would give you 3 to 4 episodes left at the end of the season. So we'll talk about that and what it could possibly mean. But Rick has his army, his group, to fight Negan, and I'm excited for it. And that's going to be what All Out War is. Rick, Ezekiel, Hilltop, Maggie, the group, maybe even Oceanside. I would like to see Oceanside come back around. They gather their forces and they go after Negan. They have to go after Jadis now too, I would assume, but that's a whole different thing from the comics. But Rick, Carl, Ezekiel, Jesus, Shiva should be awesome. I'm excited for it. Should be fast-paced, action-packed from the get-go, because the All Out War storyline in the comics starts out with some action and stuff right away, so I would assume they're going to just go jump right into it, and it should be awesome. Now, like I said, they already took some things from All Out War storyline, especially the Sasha death was a remix of the Holly death with the cover over her head and everything, but they have some different things on the show versus the comics, so it'll be a little different, but it's going to miss Sasha for sure. And hopefully they got a good game plan for it. They know what they're doing. And the writers, I trust them somewhat. How about you guys? Post your comments below. What are you excited for Season 8? Time jump, Whispers coming possibly. So we'll talk about that right now. So Sasha is already dead, and that was, part of All Out War. The ending of All Out War is issue 126, which could be episode 812, 813, or 816, the finale, if they want to drag stuff out. Bring the garbage pail or the scavengers around, have an Oceanside episode. They can drag it out. They can have All Out War be the entire season. But the ending of All Out War is huge, and we'll talk about that right now. Negan and Rick have a confrontation where Rick says he wants to end the war and, give in to Negan, but it's a setup. Rick slashes Negan's throat with a knife, but Negan keeps fighting. He doesn't kill Negan. Negan breaks Rick's leg, and they kind of fight, but Negan passes out. Dwight grabs Lucille and says it's over, stop fighting, calms down the Saviors, calms down Alexandria, ends the war with that. But Rick and Negan, they're both in trouble. They're wounded here. So Rick says to the doctor, patch up Negan, you keep him alive. It's either Rick's leg or Negan's life, and Rick wants Negan to live. Negan lives. Rick says, we're not trying to kill people. We're trying to move forward with this. We kept you alive, and it's supposed to be a big thing, so Negan is alive. Rick's all wounded, addresses the group, and it's kind of a big storyline. All Out War is done. Rick and the group win. Negan is still alive, but not in power anymore. Then we have a 2-year time jump. That could be episode 814, or it could be season 9. Just not sure how they're going to do it. Will we see adult Carl? Will Carl be older? Will it still be Chandler Riggs? Will it be a different actor? I would hope it's still Chandler Riggs. I don't like seeing different actors. I don't like seeing different people playing the same part of the same character, but 2-year time jump is a big difference for there. But Carl's, way older on the show than in the comics, so I don't foresee that being a problem. Just thought. The big thing will be Judith. Judith is already, 2 years old here, and she 1.5, 2, then she'll be 3, 4, 5 years old. I don't know exactly how old Judith is supposed to be, but she's got to be, bigger and older on the show if there's a 2-year time jump. And it could be less. The show can be different. They can have it be a 1-year time jump or whatever. But I think this actress, the actresses are twins, that they should have to keep this actress to play Judith and be, there. Then we see Magna. 127 is this group that is met. Now, we could see Heath come back. We could see Magna come to the group, and it'd be huge. 127 is right after the time jump. We get introduced to a badass character. That could be a male. That could be a female on the show, or they don't bring her around. Hopefully they do, because Magna's pretty cool. Issue 130 is the first introduction of the Whisperers. So that would still fall around there. The Whisperers would be issue 130. That puts it right around the finale of season 8. Now, will they push it to season 9? Will they leave us on a cliffhanger like, oh my God, the Whisperers are there? Do we see them in a distance? Do we see something happen that sets it up for season 9? Or is the season 8 finale the big main introduction of them? Only time will tell what they want to do, and hopefully the writers know what the fuck they're doing for season 8, because All Out War is huge. That'll set up season 9, season 10, or whatever they want to do with that. But hopefully they have a plan for it, because the people are pissed at season 7. Fighting the Whisperers, fighting like that, ending the war in a good note could be huge for the show and turn it around. Hopefully we get more Jesus. Hopefully we get more Carl. Hopefully we get Shiva time. Hopefully we get a bunch of things that we're asking for. Better CGI. We'll meet Alpha, possibly the leader of the Whisperers. But again, this is if they push everything back. If All Out War is the entire season or not. We'll probably meet Beta. That'd be pretty awesome. But the big thing is, spoiler warning for people that die, is if they do this exactly like on the show, that if we wait after the 2-year time frame, a lot of people die. The Whisperers are basically introduced as killing all these people here on there. The main ones are Rosita and Ezekiel. We could possibly meet Lydia, but I would think that gets pushed to season 9, episode 901 or whatever, to set up that whole new antagonist of the Whisperers. Lydia is a huge character for Carl in the comics, so it's just interesting to see what they want to do. We just don't know yet if they're going to push it to the end of season 8 or not, but Negan's going to fall at the end of season 8 or the midway point of season 8. I'm excited for that, and we should fall or even die. We'll see what they want to do. Judith, Daryl, they're going to ride into the sunset, and Judith will be huge by the end of it. No, she'll probably be like 5 years old. We're not going to have this old of a Carl, but at some point, maybe at the very end of the series, we'll have old man Carl telling the story. That's a cool theory that we put out there. So there you go, guys. That's our thoughts of Season 8 discussion, comic spoilers. What do you make of it? Season 8, time jump, 2-year time jump, adult Carl, Judith, Whisperers coming. Only time will tell, but I hope so. So there you go, guys. Post your comments below. Check out the Walking Dead community on Facebook. Hit that subscribe button if you like this channel. It'll really help us out. Join our team, Team PT. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.